Hey everybody, welcome to Truth and Law. My name is Konrad Rogoz, and welcome to the first episode of the series that's going to be How to Live the Warrior Path. And basically how this came about is I made a presentation about a year ago entitled Adopting the Warrior Mindset for Everyday Life. It's got a lot of information in there. I was just starting out. Somebody gave me the suggestion that I should break down the information into like a series, like smaller parts, so that people could follow it. And that's what I'm going to do now. And this will be a entry video, like really an introduction, the first episode, to talk about what being the warrior means. What does it mean, the adopting the warrior mindset that I talk about? So part of it is to get what you want out of life by living the right way, doing it the right way. But it's more about showing respect to yourself and others by the way you treat yourself, constantly working to get better. And really, it's a journey in pursuit of truth. And that's what the warrior journey that I talk about is. Uh, the word warrior could mean a lot of different things, but that's what I'm talking about. And being a source of light for the people around you, so that you can support the people around you, because you are that warrior. They know you're going to be able to protect them. And it is about protecting people, defending the innocent, defending the defenseless, and helping the voiceless to develop their voice, and to develop courage, to inspire courage in the world by having it ourselves. So that's what being the warrior is all about. I know a lot of people are motivated to work out, do this and that, to work hard for their money. Great, there's like a spirit of action in a few different groups of people, but it's got to be tied into philosophy. It's about a real journey, not only in one part, not only physically, not only mentally. This is a whole journey of your whole body. So the reason I entitled it How to Live the Warrior Path is because it's not about the mindset. It's not just about that. It's about living it. It's your heart, mind, and body. So the word live, I'm going to break it down. I made a little acronym. Spell it out, LIVE. Talk about how each letter actually represents very well about the journey as a whole. So L is labor. That's what it really starts off with. It's going to be a whole lot of work. Labor doesn't sound good, we don't like to hear that, but if you want to take the warrior journey, there's going to be work involved. Just know that right straight up. And a lot of the work in the beginning is not pleasant work, and that's why there are so few warriors in the world. See, that's the shadow work, the labor that is required to dig yourself out of the hole you're already in. Because all of us who are starting this, when I started this journey, I haven't completed it. You never complete the warrior journey. You have to stay on it and maintain. When I started, I was in a hole. So you got to dig yourself out of the hole. And that word, labor, actually, the etymology is unknown. I like to do etymology a lot, but it's a very similar word to liber. Liber, it means a book, and it also means freedom, like liberty, to liberate something. And that's what labor is all about, because this work will set you free. Like they put a perversion of that on Auschwitz, so that work will set you free, which was work that doesn't set anybody free. It was just slavery till death. But this work will set you free, and you can only be free through work. The next letter, I, is for inspiration. The inspiration, the desire for truth. And that word inspiration, let's break that one down. Spiro means breath. It means the air. So like respiration means breathing in and out. So inspiration is the breath in, the first breath. And that's what inspiration is. It's when you get an idea of something and it hits you right then and there. And that's the first step. That's after you're willing to put the labor forth. You have to take the first step to see what you want, and then you begin to take that journey. It has to be like a desire to be better. And the V is for volition, which means will or choice, right? Volition. Every breath and act you take, every respiration has to be an act of your choice that you take responsibility for. That's what being the warrior is all about, not making excuses. Things may happen to you that are unfair, but you take responsibility for them. That's your volition, because you choose to be in that moment, and you choose to be transformed for the better. not give up and not be in fear. And don't blame anybody else for that. And that's an interesting word, volition, too, because VOL, you see that in the words like volume, and also like volunteer, that's about will, but also volume, the voice, right? And volume is also how much you have in it, like how much mass you have packed into something. That's the volume of something, and that's your will of how much you're going to put in. And then the last letter, equilibrium. LIVE, labor, inspiration, volition, and equilibrium. The equilibrium is what it's all about, and that's what the warrior is going to learn. It's all about centering, right? But that's another interesting word because it's equilibrium. It also has the Libra, in there too. It's to balance all of those things, to balance the volition and the labor and the inspiration. Because as a warrior, that's what you're going to have to do. You're going to find out about all of your imbalances, and you're going to have to bring them into harmony. So that's what the warrior path is all about. I will get into it, introduce the topic more and all that, but this is just kind of a first video to get you an idea of what we're going to talk about. We're going to keep it short and sweet. I might even do shorts. There's so much about this, and I think it's a great time to begin living the warrior path now. It's almost too late, but it's not too late. So thank you, and I hope you will be checking back in the future.